And we're back. And sorry about last week, everyone. Yeah, I forgot to check my OBS settings for when I started up the recording, but today I made sure of all that. Now, I have a bit of a plan for today. First things first, I need to create a couple of industrial iron sheets, ingots, and today I have a couple of things I need to do. First off, I need to create a few industrial iron ingots, or whatever it is that I need to create, whatever they're called, and to look for an underground cabin. And I have a reason for that. Allow me to show you. During the week, I decided to go looking for a underwater pyramid, and what I did find was an underwater pyramid, an underwater temple, and an ocean monument. I didn't explore the ocean monument, but I will be making a guardian farm for something else that I'll be building in the future, because I have expanded the village, which I'll show you in a minute. But while I was there, I found these cave tablets. To use these cave tablets, I need to put them into a spelunkery table. Now, I'm clicking on it right now, but I can't actually make it, so I need to go find one. That's why I created this. Well, technically I created it for locating the ocean temple, but regardless, as you can see, it's in that direction, a little under 900 blocks away. But before I head there for the day, I need to prepare, and I need to show you installment before we do leave. I've had my builders clear out a bit more of the mountain, but if they're clearing out the mountain, that means that no construction work is being done, which is why I've decided to construct a dedicated builder's hut in order to do all that. But there's a small problem, and I'll get to that in a minute. I unlocked and built a stonemason's hut, so I'll be able to make some stone resources that I will be needing in the future. I upgraded the barracks along with building up the 2 towers within it. More towers will be locked in subsequent levels. Built a bakery here. Built and upgraded a pig farm, and built a cow farm. But there is a small issue. You see, at this stage of the development, I can only have a total of 25 villages. That's including the guards and that. So I can unlock the upgrades in order to increase the population, but there's a small catch. Okay, here we are in the research page, and this upgrade, Outpost, is the first level in expanding the number of civilians that I can have. But as you can see, it needs 64 cooked steak, which is why I built the cow farm. The research project Keen to be completed, which requires 3 books, which I can do a little later. But as you can see, everything right of the research here is grayed out. And that's because it's a level 2 research project. And it can only be unlocked by upgrading the university here, so that's what I'm going to do first. Need to make sure that there are no items that I need to build on my own. Apart from the grey carpet, the anvil, and the spruce trapdoor, bookshelves, and the flower pots, looks like everything is alright. Oh, and the carved pumpkins. So I'll do that right now. Oh, one other thing I've done during the week is build all these train signals along the line, which will help me out significantly once my newest train project is complete, which I'll show you after I've gathered all the clay. It's currently well, pretty much a skeleton at the moment, but what I'm planning on making is a passenger train that will take, well, that will travel between here and Malzmade, which I still need to rename and build up to. But the train design I'm going for is this. A C-38 class locomotive based off the 3801, an Australian locomotive that's it's the only train that was able to go to all states of the country. So, well, I think it was all states of the country, but regardless, it'll take me a while to build. But as you can see, it's a green color, and I don't want 2 green trains. However, I have seen a few models of it in a greyish color, so that's the reason why I wanted some industrial iron. I'm going to build these train hulls out of the industrial iron and make it, well, yeah, make the train with that. So until then, yeah, this train is pretty much on hold. I also solved a tiny problem that I had the last time. You see, I had a little issue of my settlers always walking onto the tracks here, and I didn't want any of them to die once I had this train automated. So I had this little underground tunnel bypass built onto the tracks here. Many stations have them, including a few where I'm from. So let's get to work on that industrial iron. As you can see, the setup is fairly simple, but I'll also need to go and get myself another blaze burner at some point. But I need to build a basin and a press and another blaze burner cage. So I'll get to that right now. Alright, I think I got the basic setup down. I just need to go to the nether, capture myself a blaze in the blaze burner, and let's see if I got this set up correctly. Alright, after traveling into the nether and getting my blaze burner, my little setup is completed. Now to see if it works, but I'm going to have to set up a collection system so that I'll be able to automatically move everything from basic to a chest after I've cleared the storm, of course. With the hopper and chest in place, I just need to build myself a brass funnel so I can filter out the industrial iron ingots from the regular iron ingots. First, I need to create one in order to set up the filter properly, so here we are, my first industrial iron ingot. Trying to build that brass funnel. I always keep forgetting that we get 2 brass funnels out of a recipe. Actually 2 out of every funnel. Yeah, I might as well create an automatic system for both fuel and ingots themselves, or just for the ingots. One other thing that I forgot to mention is that I finally completed the storage area. However, due to the funny nature of these drawers, most everything nearly goes into random drawers, so not complaining about that. I can sort them all out in the future, but that's just a tiny little nitpick I have. Alright, I got my little presser making some more industrial iron ingots, so hopefully I'll have enough to build up my train soon and whatever else requires industrial iron ingots. But regardless, I think it's time that we follow the compass here. So put this brass funnel away before doing anything else. Right, let's go. Alright, this looks like the correct spot, but as you can see, there are no caverns here. Obviously, I know it's underground, but well, that means I'm going to start digging. But instead of digging directly straight down, I'm going to be digging in a 4x4. Thusly. So that way, if I do run into any hazards, the platform I'm on will well, that'll be very useful, so I'll gather up as much of this as I can. As I was saying, and the reason why... The reason why I'm doing it in a 4x4 like I was is that if I do run into any hazards, my final lock will keep me safe. And I'll be able to adjust my plan accordingly. I'll just quickly try S, V, and M on this to see if I'm able to mine through it. I doubt it, but can't have to check, right? Yeah, I thought so. It's not part of the list because it's a modded block, so I think 210 should be enough. Digging down. Okay, here we go, found it. Even more cave tablets here and a fire protection iron helmet. Not bad. With this, I should be able to make some cave codexes for each of these different caves. If I recall right, the ones at home are toxic caves and either a magnetic cave or abyssal chasm. Find out once we get home, so going up. Alright. Now we're back on the surface and it's time for me to go home since I doubt that there's anything up here that I'd be interested in. Yeah. Just one more thing I need to do and that's collect this buried treasure. So that's directly north of here. So I'll do that and I'll see you back at my settlement. Okay, I'm back at base, and it turns out that the treasure map that I had was actually pointing me towards a treasure I found in the last episode, so yeah, that was a bit of a bust. But at least I have the spelunkery table, so I'll go put that up in my office. So I'll just take one of these cave tablets. Find mud. Alright then, looks like this is going to take this is going to be a bit harder than I expected, so Alright, I got my first scroll here. I kind of had to cheat a bit and look up the Minecraft alphabet online, but at least I have a scroll pointing me towards an acid cage caves, which I will explore in the future. So for now, I'll just put a chest down and put these scrolls and tablets in for later. In the meantime, I think I'll go check on the university construction. And that's the university upgraded. Certainly took a while, honestly, but glad it's finished. In the time I took to go to the underground cabin, I had the university research key. So that research should be done by now, yes. And as you can see, being at level 2 allows me to do 2 research projects at once. So I will do the outposts research, but let's see what other research I could do. I could do the first aid here, so I need 8 hay bales. But in the meantime, the research project for the next level of my civilian numbers will take an hour exactly, so while that's happening, I will build up a little bit, build up the train I'm building a little bit with those new industrial plates, and yeah, and come back when the research is finished, so that I can assign more civilians to other places. But while I'm doing the research, I think it would be best to upgrade my builders' huts. So I'll have more building opportunities in the future. So yeah, let's do that quickly. If I'm able to, that is. Some of these upgrades around this time are a bit tricky to get the resources for, or a bit too, you know, irritating. Aha. So I'm going to need cobblestone extra things. So I think I'll just wait until I get more. Get some more civilians, so my stone mason will be able to build those shingles. I'll quickly go set that up now. Okay, the color's good, but the size isn't, so unfortunately I'll be destroying the train hull and using what I did for the Forester Flyer. But probably in a different way, so alright, I'm going to cheat a little by using these planks as the support for the crane body. Up to there. I'll probably be only doing so much here and doing some more work on it during the week, so either way you'll see the end result next time, but while I'm here I might as well build up some of it. Alright, that effect looks alright, but I will need to get some more industrial iron, so I'll quickly go do that and resume my work. Okay, looking at the images, I'd say that the front was a bit more prominent, more pointed, so replace these slopes with these slopes. Which would also give me access to the corner parts as well. Right, that design looks good so far. Oh, the extra running board length is there because, well, according to the pictures, they slope down a bit, and I didn't want this running along the track, so I just extended it forward a bit. But as for this, I think I'll leave it like that for now and work on it during the week off camera, so also need to figure out the designs and the colouring for the passenger carriages behind it. So until then, I'll just leave it at this for now. Okay, the first aid research project has been completed, but that also means that the settlement research project is only half finished, so I'm going to wait for that to finish before ending the session for the day. A bit of a change of plans here. Instead of waiting for the research to finish, I just wanted to wait for this library to finish being built. The research will be completed over the week, but until then, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and always remember to stay true blue.